Hello viewers, this is Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my separate called The Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to preach your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording retains your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording retains your adult language. If you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything else out the way, let's get to the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, this episode starts off like this: we see Karaki at having a checkup at Arlo's lab. So basically, while he was there, he was asleep. While Ottawa was checking checking out his cybernetics and stuff like that. So basically, Karaki had a dream of back when he was younger. Him and Karaki him and Code, or he's having a dream back when he was younger when Code is trying to check him out, saying that I should be the one who should be the best Intercity and whatnot. So blah blah blah. So basically, Karaki woke up from his little nap, and Otto was like, you had a nightmare and whatnot. So basically, Soretta was there, probably he was there to keep tabs on Otto, what he's doing and whatnot. So basically, Otto said that you were working pretty fine and whatnot. So basically, or whatever. They got, and basically Otto was thinking that maybe, you're having a nightmare about Code coming here to take down, to get revenge on what you guys did to Jigen / Itsushiki and whatnot. So basically, Otto is saying that, Code is powerful as Code's unusual white Karma is very powerful indeed. So basically, he won't be a pushover. And plus, since the Hokage doesn't have the nine-tailed fox anymore, it's not going to be a cakewalk, or that it's not going to be a cakewalk. It's not going to be a cakewalk for taking down Code. Since Naruto doesn't have the nine-tailed fox anymore, and Sasuke doesn't have his Rinnegan, his Rinnegan either. So basically, Code it's gonna be difficult to take him down. But Ottawa said that even though, so basically started to say that there could be a way to for you to get your karma map back, and basically that's when Karaki said, what the hell, how am I supposed to get my karma map back? My karma map back that since Jigen is dead. So basically Jigen, you still have. So basically, Jigen said you still have Owashiki, you still have Owashiki power inside you, but when you can re-access that. You can probably gain that power to reactivate your karma mark, but only while since Jigen is dead and he's failed to transport his soul inside your body. You can get the karma mark back. You don't have to worry about Jigen taking over and shit like that. So basically, Karaki is like, this is bullshit. I'm done listening to you, and basically, Ottawa was like, well, I'm not bullshitting you, but sooner or later, even as you are right now, you won't be a big help taking down Code once he comes. So anyway, after After Kawaki left Ottawa's lab and whatnot, back at that facility where Cold and Eden is, Eden basically because of her ability to see pretty much saw what the hell was going on with Kawaki. So basically, like, or it seems like Kawaki is bugging out, or it's bugging out. He's worried about the Hokage, and he's worried about you killing the Hokage, and causing killing the Hokage, Naruto, and whatnot. So basically, like, basically, like, Eden was like, can you spare not killing, killing Naruto, and Cole was like, no, I'll do. Naruto's dead, man. Either way, Karaki, you can have. I won't kill Karaki, but as for Naruto and the others who helped take down Jigen, they're pretty much dead. And Boruto, I'm gonna sacrifice him to the divine tree. So basically, like, Cole made it clear that you can have Karaki. I'm gonna keep Boruto, use him as a sacrifice to the divine tree to get that chocolate food, and basically kill all the rest who helped down kill Jigen. So basically, like, Karaki, so basically, like, so Eden was like, basically, basically, like, sounded like a plan to me, and basically kept on going back and forth with this, if he will help or not, and whatnot, and the old man Bug was just like, had no choice to basically just standing there and just watching these guys just watching these two, scared these two cyborg, these two hand cyborgs, having the conversation, and he's scared shitless, thinking that one of them is going to kill him, one of them is going to end up killing him sooner or later. So basically, Ethan's like, you know what, maybe. So maybe I need to introduce you to somebody, like, I need to introduce you to somebody. So basically, Dog, let's go introduce Cole to my brother. So basically, while I was going on, Kawaki was basically, still having doubts that, about Naruto won't be a match against Cole once he does show up at the village. Basically Naruto won't be a match against Cole or Sasuke and whatnot once Cole does show up. So basically, Shikada's team saw him, and basically, like, Shikada went to greet him, but he shouted out something out loud, all this preparing to get ready for Cold. It seems all helpless and whatnot, and also thinking about what Ottawa said, that he could get that karma, he could regain that power of the karma rock back. He could be a match against Cold, and maybe have a chance to take down Cold. It's take down Cole and whatnot. So basically, Shikadai and his team, had a brief conversation with Karaki. Being vague about the details of what's going on, and basically, and Shikadai's team was all right then, and let Karaki win his own way. So anyway, meanwhile, back at the lab, we see back at Oliver's lab, Sarada was like, this bullshit, that what are you trying to play at with this shit? What you mean that Karaki could get his karma mark powers back? So basically, like, the Osuki powers are very mysterious. So basically, when Cole got hit, when he got his white karma mark, it was a phenomenon. it was unregular for Cole to get a Commonwealth, especially a white one. So basically, I believe that Karaki does have the opportunity to regain gain the power of the Commonwealth, that his Commonwealth back. But it depends on how. It depends up to him how he wants to get that power back. So basically, I will say, I believe that Karaki does have, he still has the ability to regain that power of the Commonwealth that he lost back and whatnot. So basically, that's your, and basically, Serrato is whether I'm thinking that you might have a different angle. I feel like you're. I feel like you want him to get his karma mark back for some other reason. So basically, Serrato thinking that Otto might be trying to get Karaki to figure out how to get his karma mark back, and basically try to use it to some other purpose. But Otto oh, don't worry, I don't have any purpose, and we see a capsule on the side of him, this big long capsule right on the side. This big young capsule size. This human-sized capsule right there, and on the side of his lab, right next, in his lab, on the left side of him, and basically wondering what's inside there. So anyway, Boruto. Boruto was asking, where's Karaki, and basically where Karaki went, and Hime said that he went out today. He just said where he was going. So basically, Hime wanted to spar with, he said that, I got a big sparring thing at school coming up. So basically, can I spar with you, big brother? And basically, Boruto was worried that that his karma might activate, and he might end up hurting Hime. And Hime basically was begging Boruto to spar him, and Boruto said no, worried about his karma activating, and he might end up hurting his sister. So basically, Boruto is still worried about his karma mark might end up helping Momoshiki take over his body even faster and whatnot. Still having doubts about that shit and whatnot. So anyway, back at the mountains, back where Edith and Cole are, they went to another part of the lab and another capsule to go see Eden's brother, who is inside the capsule. But when Doug opened the capsule, Eden's brother was gone. It turns out he let himself out. So basically, Eden has a little brother called Damon. So basically, Damon has the ability to reflect people's attacks, reflect any attack back at the person who's at the person that you done their attack and shit like that. So basically, a bunch of guards showed up, saying that it's our job to take down these cyborgs if they get loose and whatnot. So basically, David used his ability to respect the guard attacks back and ended up killing them. So basically, it seems like David was about to kill Bug, but Cole ended up saving Bug from getting killed by Damon. So basically, Cole was impressed by Damon's abilities and wondering what else he could do. And basically, that's where Eden said, So basically, let's not, David. Let's just David don't reveal your full abilities as a yet. yet. So basically, like, Eden, that's like, Eden still wants to get to know Cole better. So basically, like, she doesn't want to, want to show what they're capable, fully capable of yet. So basically, like, was telling David that, don't share, Clarky, I still don't really trust you fully. So basically, me and Damon are not going to show what type of being or our full ability as yet until we get to trust each other even more. So basically, Cole was like, all right, then, that's understandable. So basically, all right, then let's build some trust. So basically, now we need to come up, but now we need to come up with plans to what we're gonna do. Now we need to figure out how how we're gonna work together and come up with a plan to take down, basically to basically try to get to carry out my plans and whatnot. So anyway, Kawaki was basically it started to get late. It started to get late in the evening, and everybody was, so basically Boruto, his mom and Hime was worried about Kawaki because he's never late for dinner and whatnot, wondering where he was. So basically Naruto was home. Basically he found where Kawaki was at. Was at Hokage Mountain and whatnot, watching, seeing the view of this, seeing the whole view of the business from Hokage Mountain. So basically, Clarky was just wondering that, seeing the village from here is beautiful, but I just realized that this I don't really belong here and whatnot. I had talking about his doubts and whatnot, and basically Naruto just grabbed Kawaki and to say that you shouldn't be worried about this now. Let's go home, my stupid son, and basically call Kawaki his stupid son. Like let's not worry about this now. Let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about code right now. Let's worry about going home and basically enjoy and going to some dinner. So basically, turns out it was a big welcome party. It was a big welcome party for Kawaki. Celebrating how long he's been in the business and whatnot, and all of the things that he done to become the shinobi and whatnot. So basically Boruto gave Kawaki a new headband that probably won't when basically gave Kawaki a new headband that he got from Sasuke. Not the one with the cross on it, but a different one that he got from gave him a new headband that he got from Sasuke and whatnot. So basically, they celebrated and whatnot. So basically, after they celebrated, ate dinner, Kawaki was brushing his teeth, and Hime was also brushing his teeth, and Hime was wondering that my brother's, basically something. My brother's acting strange. Something is bothering my brother. I don't know what, but I want you to promise me, Kawaki, to make sure that my brother is okay. And and basically, and Kawaki said, "Don't worry, Boruto will be fine. I'll make sure that." And basically, the episode ended with Kawaki busting his teeth and thinking that he think about how he's going to take how can he take down Kawaki and while anybody gets hurt and whatnot. And basically the time the episode ended with Kawaki thinking about ways to take down ways how he can take down Code, and maybe thinking about maybe how he can get his Chroma powers back. And basically, that's how the episode ended on this note. So anyway, this was a good episode. This was a good episode. We finally get to make gaming. It got a lot of deep thoughts to this episode as well. So anyway, What do you guys think? Anyway, sign off. One.